Yeah, the moon expected to come in between the Earth and the sun later today and should block out a lot of that. Of course, we're interested here in the weather world about that because the sun is a driver of our weather conditions here on Earth. And the path of total eclipse hasn't passed through Nebraska here this year, but a lot of scientists traveling to this area to kind of figure out some more details, even weather-wise. In this path, they can see temperatures drop by a few degrees, winds decrease too, and these don't happen all that often. So a very interesting thing to learn about scientifically, with a lot of scientists headed that way. Across here in Nebraska, we're expecting about 60 to 80% coverage in and around the state. Lincoln, Omaha, almost on that 80% line. It does get even better as you look across far southeast Nebraska by maybe a percentage or two in and around Beatrice, Nebraska City, and Fall City. But we're doing pretty well here in southeast Nebraska for how much coverage we're expecting. A little less out for western Nebraska as they get closer to that 60% line. But really, cloud cover's been a big question here over the past couple of weeks, with models kind of flip-flopping, and didn't want to show you a whole lot of that until we got closer to the event, because those models can be very unreliable until you get closer to the event, like a lot of models that we look at for precipitation, snow. You probably get it. But I wanted to show you this. This is, of course, the green showing what we're expecting to be cloud-free by the afternoon. Of course, peak eclipse should be happening right around 2 o'clock, especially for most of the state. For Lincoln, right around 1:53, again being on that 80% line. But southeast Nebraska favored. If you're in any of these areas off to the north, mid-level clouds, if not low-level clouds, are kind of expected. So you'll kind of want to move yourself and position yourself more south if you're really trying to view this today. Columbus, areas like Grand Island, maybe on the edge of some of this cloud cover. As you can see, Lincoln, Beatrice, areas in and around I-80 and south favored for this event later today. Largely cloudless skies out there even right now. Honda Lincoln Cameron South 27th and Yankee Hill Road. Winds have calmed down significantly from what we saw over this weekend. Gusts in Lincoln were as high as 56 miles per hour. Some of those thunderstorms were rolling in on Saturday, and then even gusts yesterday got to about the lower 40s. So it was a kind of crazy weekend. Winds calming down to about 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the west here this morning. So keeping temperatures a little bit mild. 40 degrees right now in Wahoo, 43 in Columbus. Still hanging around 45 degrees in Omaha. Lincoln also been hovering right around the lower 40s, so not a bad start to the day. Cooler air kind of in and around North Platte. Olalla falling down to about 30 degrees, and it's freezing in McCook, as we can kind of see at this time of the year with some of those clear skies. But a few clouds moving in again towards the north portions of the state right now. May see a few sprinkles out of some of these clouds as this system is swirling over and off to the north and east. But for here at home, temperature-wise, we'll be warming up nicely in and around the time of the total eclipse. Here in Lincoln, temperatures should be around the lower 60s, winds kicking up a little bit more out of the west and southwest, and could be seeing some gusts higher, around 20 to 25 miles per hour. But across the state, yeah, temperatures very comfortable, especially where those cloud-free skies will be in and around I-80 and area south. With the cloud cover, going to keep temperatures a little bit cooler in the middle 50s, if not maybe struggling in and around the 40s, especially in the Panhandle, where they've seen a lot of snow over the weekend. But look at this week. Not only is today pretty great, especially for the eclipse, and we're thankful for that, but much of this week going forward, largely uneventful. A lot of sunshine, and we should be pretty warm, especially from now until Wednesday. And then again, Friday and into the weekend, you'll actually see 80s on the forecast for this weekend. But we're maybe looking at some more windy days, especially Thursday and again into this weekend.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Jessica.